This looks like the place they were talking about.
Morning, sunshine. Hope we didn't wake you.
Kurva! Did you have to sneak up on me like thieves?
We are thieves. Besides, we had to make sure you weren't followed, or trying to lead us into a trap. But enough of this chit-chat. Let's get down to business. We heard there was some trouble at the monastery. Question is, was it the right sort? Did you do that job we agreed?
Do you think I'd be sitting here if I didn't do it?
How should I know? The world's full of idiots.
It's done.
You've got proof?
I didn't find anything unusual on him except for a lot of coin.
I'd say that's unusual for a monk.
Well,
Have you got it on you?
yeah.
Great. Since that's the money we paid the bastard for a job he didn't do.
Sure.
Well, I never. What are you so glum about? You didn't think I'd let you keep it, did you?
What now?
What now? You did your job. Well,
But what do you need people like me?
I'm just a crimp. All I do is recruit.
Where?
Are you seriously telling me you didn't notice the camp? Not too observant, are you? Well, there's a hill above Sasau, and on top there's an old abandoned fort. Only it's not as abandoned as it used to be. That's where the camp is. Go there and report to a fellow by...
And they'll let me in just like that?
Good point. I almost... Show this to them. It's...
That's all?
That's all. You'll learn everything you need to know at Vраnik. And hurry up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
Put that weapon away before someone gets hurt. Henry, put that weapon away. There's no threat here.
Sir, I have news, and I'm sorry to say it's nothing.
After everything that's happened, you have even worse news.
I'm afraid so. It's going to happen again.
You're full of good cheer, aren't you?
It seems the Pribyslavitz encampment was just a start, and then
How did you find out?
I found a recruiting agent who works for them.
Ah, God's holy hat. You never...
And what did you find?
They have another much bigger encampment in Vраnik near to Sasau.
What do those bastards want? And who the...
To hurt us? Conquer the region? I'm not sure yet, but I can find out.
How?
I'm one of them now. I have their secret sign. I know where their camp is.
That's out of the question. It's too risky.
Sire, compared to everything I went through to get this, it will be child's play. I already passed.
Then we'll have to attack them before things get out of hand. Ideally, right now, when they're not expecting us. Once we catch... But then again, before we attack, it would be useful to have a spy go and scout out how many...
I don't want...
It's much less risky than our raid on Pribyslavitz.
All right then, Hal. Go there and find out how many of them there are, and what their plans are.
Yes, sir.
Godspeed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good day, Henry. Good day to you.
Can you teach me how?
Certainly.
I'd like to home.
First, you have to have...
Well, I'd like to improve.
Certainly.
I want to achieve.
You can't become a master.
Well, I'd like to learn.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice.
All right. Now, take care.
I'd like to learn.
Certainly.
I'm interested in.
Wouldn't you rather learn...
Well,
Take care now.
yeah. 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 Yeah.
That could be it.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Let me inside.
Inside, eh?
I came here for a game.
Show me that. Aye. All right.
Thank you for your kind welcome, comrade.
Eric, he should be in the house.
That was easy. Have you seen Eric? I need to speak.
Oh, him. His armor's that bright. You can't miss.
How goes it?
Not bad. I've only been here a few days, but I ain't complaining. Food, booze,
Hey, I'm new here. I need to...
just what it looks like. Boozing. What else is there to do? Some stupid fuckers trying to keep up.
Have you heard anything about what will...
Of course. Early tomorrow morning, there'll be a...
How did you end up here anyway?
Me? You're a bit green around the gills, aren't you? Me? I'm right at whichever pays best.
Fucking bit more careful.
Got enough of this shit.
Can you teach me to be a...
Are you pulling my pizzle? You want me to teach...
Can you teach me to...
Are you pulling my pizzle? You want me to teach you after what you did here?
That was you, right?
The last time it was the
Those
gloves.
tents look pretty impressive.
Forgot you traded them
These
for the
fellows
fur.
aren't paupers, that's
And
for
you went
sure.
stomping around saying we stole it.
Well, you can fuck off, you can.
Whatever you say.
When I get the cunt who stole it off me, I'll smash his face to fucking pulp.
Damn, there certainly are enough of them. At a guess, a good 4 or 5 dozen. Not only strong outer walls, but inner ones too. This isn't good news.
Can't like sure ain't.
Yeah, good point.
This must be where the commanders are. How goes it?
Same as ever. Boring as ever. Well paid.
Hey, I'm new here.
Nothing. Just the way I like it. Getting paid for sitting on my arse. And when things get lively, just look around.
Have you heard anything about what?
I don't care. When they tell me it's time to go, I'll go. I don't need to know anymore. You can ask.
How did you end up here anyway?
You know how it goes. It's always the same story. Lost my trade through my own So when I heard they were recruiting, I signed.
Do you know where I can find out?
He's in the main camp at the top. His armor's that bright, you can't...
Hey, watch it! Folk lead. Hey!
Fuck off! It was here just a moment ago.
How many times is that?
Are you serious?
Got bellyache, have you? That's nasty.
What do you want?
Kozlik sent me.
Ah, more reinforcements.
Yes, sir.
So you really killed that turncoat?
Yes, sir.
Well done. I heard about you, and quite honestly,
I'm no master, but I know a thing or two.
Well, I think it's best if we put you to the test. Go to our combat master, Vanyek. Just go downhill, as far as the stockade. His tent is right next to the training arena.
All right, sir.
What cunt took my dagger?
Fucking left it here. Ready to sharpen. What else is there?
Fucking sick. What the?
Are you combat master? I'm Henry. Eric said you'd try me out to see how good I am with the sword.
Ah, another greenhorn. Nice to see Kozlik's doing his job. Hey, don't I know you from somewhere?
Yes, you taught me sword fighting in Scallis.
Wait now. Yes, I do remember. We met at the alehouse. Well, all right, let's see what you're good for. Have you got a weapon? If not, you can...
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, let's see what... Where are you going? I thought you wanted to fight. Missed. Ah! Oh! Ow! Not a good move. Hey! Not good. Hey. Yeah. Wait. Bollocks. Hey. Where are you going? Hey! What a fucking dolt. All right then, come back when you grow some balls. Ow! Jesus, you got me. You're a lot better than most of the fuckers here, lad. Well done.
I've had a bit of practice.
So I see. I'll tell Eric what you've got in you. Don't worry about that. But so you don't think old Vaniak is past it, I'll teach you one trick you'll be glad to know.
Oh, that's very generous of you.
Well, I don't want to take it to the grave with me. All right, listen. Before you start twisting and turning, take a good...
I think I've got it. Thanks.
Can you teach me to be a...
Are you pulling my pizzle? You want...
Killing, fighting, never losing. Robbing, fucking, whores and... Burning, wrecking, making strife. How sweet it is, the robber's life.
head.
Fuck. I'm almost
No, I don't have any.
So why didn't you just say so?
Fucking sick head. Can't drink no more today.
Fuck. I'd like to open a cobbler's shop in Tальмберg.
Sir, may I...
What is it?
I went to the fight master as you ordered, and I...
What's the matter? Lost your tongue?
I think I know what's troubling the young master. He's surprised to see me here. And the feeling's mutual. When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
Radzig?
Indeed. This boy is very dear to him. And I expect he's looking for this? Am I right, young man?
You bastard.
He's coming round.
I apologize for the discomfort, but it's for your own safety. And ours, of course. You can count yourself lucky, lad. I'm gonna keep you alive. I'm sure your father will pay a nice fat ransom for you.
My father's dead. That lackey of yours wouldn't even let me bury him.
He doesn't know, Eric. Nobody told him. They told me, a foreigner, but not him. How very inconsiderate. I'm sure you'd rather hear it under different circumstances and from someone else, boy. But beggars can't be choosers. Your father, your real father, is alive. You even know him. It's your liege lord, Radzig Kobyla. Although, how much can he really care about you? Here you are, a homeless orphan, and he still hasn't acknowledged you. Your parents are both dead, aren't they? I thought so. And yet, Radzig still hasn't told you the truth. Could it be that he's ashamed of you? I wonder if you'll want to pay that ransom after all. Well, best not think about that. If your father won't pay your ransom, you have no value to me.
My father's dead.
I understand why you feel that way. My own childhood was not dissimilar. How strange that we should have something in common. But I've delayed long enough. Now it's time for you to tell me why you came here.
I was looking for my father's sword, which was stolen by a certain bastard.
And I found it. But I wonder which father you mean. In a way, it belongs to both.
Doesn't matter who it belongs to. I'm gonna kill you with it.
You're hardly in a position to threaten me. But now I think of it, why not? When your father, your real father, pays, I'll give you an opportunity to try.
I think that's very generous of you.
Isn't it?
Radzig will crush you. And I'll be there to see it.
I very much doubt it. You spied on our camp. You must realize that your father hasn't a fraction of the forces I've gathered. And now, with the king in captivity, there's no one to levy troops to come to your aid. Even united with Hanush and Divish, your father couldn't raise more men than I have. The only force in this country capable of defeating me is Sigismund's. And he pays me. When he wins, I win. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything. So meet the new lord of the realm.
A man like you will never rule here.
Have you never heard of Lord Sokol of Lamberg, or Sahinek the Dry Devil? They fought for your king and plundered the estates of the lords in Austria, just as I'm doing here. Like they say, the stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Sir, it's time.
Now, I'm afraid I have more important business to attend to. I'll leave Udo here to keep you company. And let's hope for both our sakes that your father pays up. Farewell.
Rot in hell!
Knock some manners into him, Udo. Come on, Eric, let's go. We've got work to do.
Henry, wake up. Can you hear me? Jesus, that brutally worked you over. Here. Try to drink. I thought you'd never come round.
How do you know my name?
Don't you recognize me?
Zbyszek. You fucking traitor. You throw me to those bastards and then look me in the eye like nothing happened.
Shh, quiet. Maybe we started off on the wrong foot. But I'm your only chance to get out of here alive. So do you want my help or not?
What do you want?
I want to get you out of here. But if you'd rather, I can leave you to rot and get the shit kicked out of you by Istvan's bruiser.
Why would you, of all...
I've got my reasons. If not for the good of my soul, then for the good of my purse. It'll cost you a few groschen, and that's all you need to work.
Shouldn't I? Even when it comes from a treacherous bastard who set his cutthroat friends on me when I was...
I won't deny we didn't get off to a very good start. But this is a chance to start over and let bygones...
So what exactly...
Nothing you need to care about. Let's just say it's a person.
But I do care. I don't believe a word you say. I know you're up to something.
Not a day passes without these cutthroats pulling daggers on each other. And I'm the youngest, so they make...
A bandit's life isn't quite how you imagined it, eh? My heart bleeds. But you could easily...
Look, I just want to live a normal life. For that, I need peace. My help won't cost you a tenth of what Istvan would want from Sir Radzig. Why shouldn't we help?
What about my possession?
Eric has your things. It would be suicide to try and get...
Oh, wonderful. So
It'd be better if you wore something to blend in, it's true. But I can't go and get you anything. I'm supposed to be guarding you. So if I leave my post, I'll have to...
How do you propose to do it?
Finally, we're getting somewhere. I know a way you can get out of the fortress without anyone seeing you. I'll wait for you outside. Afterwards, you'll tell your noble father I helped you so they don't hang.
Risk? Sounds riskier for me than...
Not really. What are they going to do with you if they catch you? They want to ransom you, so the worst they'll do is lock you up again. But me...
All right then, let's get out of here.
That's what I want to hear. But first, swear you'll tell Sir Ratsig...
You have my word.
All right, I'll have to trust you're a man of honor. Now listen, I found a place where you can easily get out. Down in the camp on the pile of shit reaches almost to the top of the stockade. All we have to do is jump over and we'll have us off.
Free and covered in shit.
Well, first, we both have to get there. We can't let anyone see either of us. I'm supposed to be guarding you and you're... Well, I'm supposed to be guarding you. There shouldn't be anyone outside in front of the barn. When you're out, go left along by the wall. I'll wait for you not far from the camp, by the dead tree between the... What?
Hey, who's there?
What's going on now? What's that?
Ah!
harder.
Come on!
What's that? Who's there? Well, I never. The pig turns up willingly for the slaughter. Ah! Is that all you've got?
Well now, jeez, look what's come crawling out. Like this problem. Yeah.
Hey, Henry's got...
What the hell are you doing?
So, we're out. Now it's time.
Don't worry, I keep my word. But I have to go to Ratai and see my...
Fine. We should get out of...
Well, you'll have to help me. Somehow the massage I got from that big bastard didn't do me a lot of good.
A horse?
Any word about your boy, Radzig?
Nothing yet.
Let's hope he hasn't done anything rash. Wouldn't surprise me given the balls that he has. Now I wonder where he might have got those from.
Don't start, Hanush.
I'm sorry, sir. This fellow...
Henry!
Father?
I told you he had balls.
Well, I see that you haven't been idle, and we'll certainly need to have a talk later, but not quite so publicly. Looks like you have plenty to tell us. What happened?
I got a bit tied up at Vраnik. But now I know what they're planning.
What's being planned? And who's planning it? Spit it out, boy!
There's no longer any doubt about it. It's that Hungarian noble you were hosting on the same day Sigismund pillaged Skalitz.
Sir Istvan Toth.
Toth and his people. Everything fits. They're the ones making the counterfeit money and using it to hire mercenaries from all around. He's already got quite an army at Vраnik.
But what the fuck is he after?
I can tell you exactly, and you won't like it.
How's that?
I had quite a long talk with him.
What?
When I was trying to get into his camp, I was taken captive. We had a bit of a chat. Actually, he told me his entire plan.
What?
I suppose he thought he didn't need to keep it secret any longer. I'm not all that surprised.
Why not?
What's that bastard planning?
He's in the service of Sigismund. He wants to destroy King Wenceslas' allies. That means us. He's gathered a very large force. I'm honestly not sure if we can defeat them. And he knows no one will come to our aid now.
That fucking cunt! I'll skin him alive!
How many men has he got?
More than 100, I'd say.
And how secure is their camp?
It's an old abandoned fortress on a hill above Sasau. It's inaccessible from 3 sides, surrounded by a timber palisade.
Bastard! I'll crush that rebel of his!
That's easy to say, old friend. It seems Toth isn't taking any chances.
Together with Divish, we can muster enough men. And we can all see there's no time to waste. That bastard wants a battle. Much better we pick a time and place than he does.
Undoubtedly. We have to take them by surprise. It would be best to attack tomorrow night. We can't get ready any sooner.
That's what I like to hear, Radzig.
Henry, I want you to get yourself fixed up and then go straight to Sir Divish of Tальмберг. Tell him to assemble all the able-bodied men he can and bring them to Vраник tomorrow evening. We'll wait for him there.
Yes, sir.
Finally, a chance to show I'm not carrying a sword just for ornament.
What is it, Henry? Is there something else?
The thing is, we have to deal with Zbyszek.
I see. And who is he?
Zbyszek is a mill hand from Skalitz. When I went back there, I found him robbing the dead, and he called his bandit mates on me. It was his fault they nearly killed me. He joined Toth's men, and now he thinks that just because he helped me once, everything he did will be forgiven. He's expecting to get paid. But he's sorely mistaken. He's a traitor and a murderer who deserves to hang.
Swine. You fucking swine! This is what I get for sticking out my neck for you. I'll kill you, you cunt!
Henry, I must say I'm a little confused.
Go, you bastard, I'm innocent. I saved this fucker's life!
He's scum. Well then, lock him up!
You'll pay for this! My lord will slaughter you all like sheep! You don't stand a chance in hell! Leave me alone! Let me go, you fuck!
Let's make an example of him. Put anyone else off the idea of banditry. I'll tell the executioner.
Well, that's not exactly how the law works.
Well, how does the law work these days? Not very well from what I've seen. And I'm not wasting food on criminals while we try to find someone to try them. Besides, it'll be good to show the common folk that we're taking action.
True enough. Get a good meal inside you and get those wounds tended to. You look wretched. And if you need equipment or armor, tell Bernard. He'll give you what you need.
Yes, my lord.
No more, my lord. I'm your father. I swear, Hal, I plan to tell you. I'm sorry Istvan, of all people, beat me to it. But now we have more urgent matters to deal with. Later we'll have time to talk about it. What do you say?
As you wish, my lord. Father.
Good. Now go to Divish as quickly as you can, son.
Henry, I'm glad you came. Awake already? I hope you've had a good rest after all you've been through. You might need it. We got work to do tonight, so get up and get going to Tальмберг as soon as possible.
Can I ask?
Thank you.
I need to set off as soon as possible to give the Tальмбергers the message,
Listen up,
or they
men.
won't arrive in time to help us
It's
at
going to be a long
Vrannik.
night, and no easy pickings. I want every last one of you standing here in full armor and ready for...
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to make use.
Uh-huh. And
I've,
I'm sure you'll be...
I'm interested...
And what is it?
Get myself fit...
I'm sure...
What are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah. Sir, I bring an urgent message from my father.
I take it you've heard. What does your father...
I found out who's behind all the unrest in the region, and...
What? So who is...
You may have met him. Istvan Top.
No, I haven't met him. But Sir Radzig said he'd been here to visit before...
He's in the service of King Sigismund, and he's fighting the nobility who support King Wenceslas. They've amassed quite a force at the old stronghold. Father and Hanush have decided to move first and destroy him before he's prepared.
When?
Tonight. They send word for you to muster your men and rendezvous.
This is madness. Maybe it is. But I fear that Radzig and Hanush are right. The sooner we cure this pestilence, the better.
Very well, sir.
Will you be coming with it?
Yes, sir.
Well, well, Divish. I see you don't want to miss the show.
You didn't expect me to leave all the glory to you.
Never. We wouldn't dream of starting without you.
What news? Did you parley with them?
We did.
And what was the outcome?
Not quite what we hoped for. Radzig wanted to go parley with him in person. Fortunately, I talked him out of it.
It seems that this will not be resolved without a battle.
Bloody good thing, too. Finally, we'll have some proper entertainment in the countryside.
Fortunately, my son here showed immense daring and made his way into the lion's den to spy on them.
Tell us what you saw, lad.
What do you want to know, exactly?
Well, let's start with how well fortified they are.
The outer palisade goes right around the whole camp. On a small hill inside it, there's a half-demolished farmhouse that's ringed by another palisade. That's where I was held prisoner, and that's where Toff's based. Him and his inner circle.
Can you tell us how many tents there are and how they're arranged?
There might be 50, maybe 60, most of them in the right-hand side of the camp.
And the men? How many men strong are they?
Quite a few, at least 80.
Huh. We don't number much more than that ourselves.
We do outnumber them, though, even if only by a few men. And our men are well armed and disciplined. The foe, nothing but a rabble.
From what I've seen, it's best to attack from our direction. How does it look from the other sides?
The east side is all rocks, so no hope of launching a major assault from there. On the other hand, that's the way I escaped. It's where they throw all their waste. The heap's already so high it's almost to the top of the palisade.
Now that is interesting. The ramparts are long. If there are as many of them as we think, they can hardly keep watch over the entire length. Attack with full force at the gate, and they won't have enough men at the rear.
That's an excellent strategy. But then I'd expect no less from you.
If we cause an enormous uproar at the same time, they won't know what's hit them.
Uproar?
You said they have tents there?
Yes, sir.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, tents usually burn rather well, and we have quite a few archers.
You don't do things by halves, Divish.
So, I believe we have a plan. Robard will take 10 men and sneak to the rear of the fortifications. There's an entry point, but you must remain hidden.
I will do my best, sir.
That shouldn't be too hard. They'll have other things to worry about. The rest of us will launch a frontal assault. Rain burning arrows on them and then attack.
Those bastards won't know which way to turn.
At that point, Robard and his squad will strike from the rear.
I think it's a good plan.
God be with you, my friends.
We'll wipe those whore sons off the face of the earth.
Listen up now. We are about to meet the rabble that have been trying to hurt us. Pillaging, killing, raping, and generally being a thorn in our side for long enough. They may be hiding behind a stockade, but they are still a pack of curs who are no match for men like you. And tonight, we are going to festoon these trees with corpses. First, we will set fire to the little hornet's nest. Then we'll keep them busy by the gate. And when we've made it nice and hot for them, Sir Robard and his men will pounce on them from the rear. And we will hack them to pieces. Have you got it?
Yes, sir!
Good. Now, when we reach the ramparts, the archers will cover the men climbing it and the men with the battering ram. Any of these fuckers foolish enough to stick his head outside the stockade is to lose it at once. Understood? Yes, sir! Glad to hear it. Now, let's do it! Forward! Archers, fire!
Henry! Go with the men and flush out anyone left around the tents so they don't creep up on us from behind. You men, over there! Go with him! The rest of you, warm up and go to the top gate!
Where's that Hungarian bastard? Why isn't he here? Don't tell me no one was in command!
It does rather look that way, Hanush.
Henry, where's Top? You said he was here.
He definitely was, sir. I've got the cuts and bruises to show for it.
We have to find out where he slithered off to. Look for clues. Anything that will tell us what he's doing.
sir. This was all I could find.
A letter? What does it say, Radzig?
Alongside hunting, drinking, and swordplay, you might find time for a little study, old man. In the courts of Prague, every Tom, Dick, and Harry can read nowadays.
Yes, well, here in the countryside, we don't give a tinker's curse about such things. That's what I've got a scribe for, anyway. What does the damn thing say?
It appears to be written by Toth, but it doesn't say to whom. It says everything is going according to plan, and the castle should soon be taken.
Castle? What castle? What does he need a castle for?
Sir, we took this one alive. And it seems he's not just some ordinary spear carrier.
Where's that rat Toth? Where did he go? Speak, damn you!
He's thwarted you again, hasn't he?
If you play your cards right, you might come out of this in one piece. Where is your lord? He was here yesterday, wasn't he?
Come now, sir. We both know where I will end up. My lord is gone. He took most of the men and left.
Where has he gone? What is he planning? He writes here about taking some castle. Which castle?
Oh, some nearby castle, left completely unguarded. Now I wonder where it could be.
What are you saying, you horse son?
Tальмберg. Did he go to Tальмберg?
You'll never get him! You'll never get...
What? Were you planning on sending him to some monastery to become a monk? I believe we have some work to do, Sir Divish, do we not? Mount up, gentlemen. We don't have any time to waste.
Halt! Who goes there? Greetings. We were ambushed. We need assistance. We have wounded men here. Open the gate. The Lord be praised. Here! Come on! Come on!
Lady Stephanie, I really don't think we should...
My lady. Faster, man! Come on, faster! My men are gravely wounded. Without treatment, I'm afraid they won't live to see morning. Hiya! Hiya!
Not to worry. We'll take care of them.
My lady, you have my uttermost gratitude. May God reward you for your kindness.
Every Christian should help his neighbor in his hour of need.
True. Especially now, when treachery and deception surround us on all sides. Get out of the way! The devil lurks in the shadows. Come on! And one fears taking a guest into his house. Signal the others. Yes, sir.
Oh no. We're too late. Quickly! Follow me!
out, you rat! Come out and fight like a man!
I don't think so. I like it better right here.
Would you rather hide behind my wife like some mangy whelp?
I could just as easily cut her throat. I have hostages enough, and strong walls to protect me. Bring him here.
Radzig? What do you want, you viper?
Let me think. Actually, there's nothing I want from you. Except maybe to see you all die. Fire! Burn it down!
Christ. Are you all right?
I'll live. Oh, Whew, but I don't think I'll be wielding a sword for a while.
Oh, we have men enough for sword wielding. A good lord is harder to come by.
How the hell did they get Radzik? I didn't make it to the gate.
He was charging against reinforcements from the castle.
We have to save my father, somehow.
And we have to save my wife and get our home back.
My friend, I think you know as well as I. We have to lay siege.
No! No! That is our last resort. We have to try all our other options.
Sir, if a few men could scale the western wall after dark, maybe they could get inside, free the hostages, and open the gate. That is, if they're holding them in the courtyard, as we've always done.
Well, that's a big if. What if they're seen and they can't raise the portcullis quietly?
Sir Hanush, if we can save just one hostage.
It's a perilous undertaking. Who would you send?
I'll go.
Then let us make ready. Good day, with you.
Can you teach me how?
Certainly.
I'd like to.
First, you have to have.
Well, I'd like to improve.
Certainly.
I want to.
You can't become a master.
Well, I have some trophies.
Show me. So many. My lad, you're like this.
I'm ready.
Are you sure? You should wear lightweight black clothing. Anything you don't need, you can leave here. I don't want you clanking around in plate armor.
Of course. I'm ready.
Are you sure? You should wear lightweight black clothing. Anything you don't need, you can leave here. I don't... Farewell.
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
Yes.
May the Lord watch over you.
If any of you are having second thoughts, this is your last chance to speak. Very well. So I hope we're all clear on what has to be done. We need to free the hostages to deprive Toth of his advantage. Now he'll be keeping them somewhere where they can be guarded, but somewhere separate from his other men.
And where would that be?
We always kept our captives in the house on the Bailey by the stables.
What if they're in their tower or somewhere else?
Then we'll have to go to the gate and try to open it. But that will take time and attract attention. So we can only do it if we know exactly how things stand. And if they sound the alarm, before we've done anything, we get out of there quick. Understood?
And leave them there?
Better a couple of hostages than a pile of corpses. Lord Capon, are you quite certain you want to engage in this action?
Quite. After all, it can't be much different from sneaking out of the upper castle in Rattay and back in every night. Besides, who else will keep this hothead from raising bloody mayhem?
Well, see to it that you do, my lord. May God guide our footsteps.
This will be something. They'll be telling stories about this for years.
We'll go first and take out the sentries. Wait here. Mother of God! What?
What are they waiting for?
Quiet, for fuck's sake.
What are they waiting for?
How should I know?
Why do I bother asking?
Oh, be quiet and watch that light on the battlements. Fuck this waiting, I'm gonna climb.
I'll put on his armor and watch this side, but there are still 2 guards on the portcullis winch to deal with. Any volunteers?
Henry will do it.
Buffoon?
Henry, then. Just make sure you keep quiet.
Fuck. The alarm's been sounded.
You fucking dog.
Get over here!
Hold up, combat.
I have to admit, we didn't do too well.
True.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
If pigs had wings... I know it troubles you, but it's not over yet. We'll...
It seems, Robard, that we're running out of options.
We don't have enough men to scale the walls with ladders, and we can't afford to lose any more. We can only take Tальмберг by a ruse or with superior numbers. Ruses have failed, and we don't have superior numbers.
And we are left with no choice but to build a trebuchet. To demolish my own walls. Where is Master Faithful?
He's waiting. We sent for him as soon
Bring
as...
him to me. Let's not waste time.
Sir Divvy.
You will build me a trebuchet, Master Tobias.
Trebuchet, my lord. That's not entirely in my field of expertise.
We have to take back Tальмберg.
Yes, indeed, sir, I understand that.
You are the best engineer we can rely on in the whole fiefdom.
Oh, well, thank you, my lord, but it's just that I've never built a trebuchet before. This could take some time.
Then you'd better get to it. Bernard will go over the plan of attack with you.
Oh.
Well, Master Tobias, you have much to do and little time. I will not keep you any longer.
Indeed. Of course, sir. Thank you, my lord.
How are the preparations proceeding in the other camps?
As well as can be expected under the circumstances. There are still many things that need doing, but I just don't have the time for them.
No, you don't. Henry.
Yes, sir.
I would like for you to help with the preparations in the encampments.
Gladly, sir.
Robard will brief you. That'll be all.
What needs to be done?
Look, a military encampment's a complicated thing. I don't expect it to be as peaceful and orderly as Holy Mass. But when you walk around the camps, you'll see for yourself. Grumbling everywhere. They're moaning they've drunk the alehouse dry, and now they have to wait for the next batch of beer. We've got debt. The less the troops grumble, the better off we'll all be.
What do you mean?
Did you hear what Sir Divish was saying to Fafar?
I heard some of it.
And what did you make of it?
He'll manage. He was in charge of the whole Skalitz mine works, so what's one...
But, if it'll take him as long as he said, we can't wait.
I'll try to ask him if I can help in some way.
You should definitely do that. Without a trebuchet...
How are you faring, Sir Rob?
How do you think I'm faring, lad? There's some cutthroat...
Well, at least no one's raised Tальмберg.
Not so far. Though we may end up doing it ourselves to...
I imagine Sir Divish is...
And why do you think he handed command over to me? But it pains my heart.
What's the easiest way to...
The easiest way? Call in the Royal Army and leave it to them. But there's no Royal Army to help us now, and we can't afford to wait.
Repairing the castle would...
And time-consuming. No trebuchet is wholly on target. The missiles fly as they please.
Do you think Sigismund...
How do I know what's in his head? But if he doesn't take advantage of this chaos, someone else probably will.
I'd never have thought so many people were keeping an eye on Tальмберg.
Not only Tальмберg, and we've left precious few men in Rattay. If we're defeated here, who's to stop them from pillaging the whole province? There's no
Is there some way we...
There are steps from the gate up to the walkway on the battlements, and I don't know how István's covering them. Then there's the portcullis to get through. A big battery...
Stuck-up brushwood?
Brushwood, timber, anything that burns, soaked in as much pitch as possible.
And even if it doesn't burn the gate right down, it'll weaken it and make it easier to break through.
Exactly.
And what about the wall?
The south and east are solid. It would be useless to try...
It's best defended from the north, and as for the west...
From the west is where we tried it, and got royally fucked. if you recall. But I think in the end we'll...
Pity they didn't stay holed up in Vranik for longer.
Toth is a wily fox. If he'd had all his men with him there would have been real carnage. It's likely we only won there.
Is there anything you can...
The truth is, Tальмберг has far too few weak...
Pity they didn't stay holed up in Vranik for long.
Toth is a...
Is there anything else?
Well, we need...
I've met a few, true enough.
Then have a look around the area. If you manage to find any pitch, bring it... May the Lord watch over you.
God bless you.
Sir Robard sent me to you. He said you have to...
Indeed. A trebuchet that can smash the walls of Tальмберг. I'll never manage it on my...
Well, I'd like to help you, but how?
Actually, Conrad Keyser came to Sasso recently. If you could get it...
Conrad Keyser?
He's a scholar who studied medicine, but he also designed... He even took part in the siege in Nicopolis.
You're still an engineer.
Are you serious? Do you know how complicated such a machine is? If we were lucky, it wouldn't fire at all. Far more likely, it would smash itself to smithereens and kill lots of them.
He was with Sig...
It's not so straightforward. They quarrelled after the battle, after
But...
Quite. That's what led to Conrad being banished.
Banished?
He was a member of the court and a doctor and a master engineer, so nothing quite that bad befell him. I've even heard he has...
What's he doing here?
They sent him over here to help with building the monastery. No doubt they had...
And how am I supposed to get it?
Well, only if all else fails. We need...
All right.
Thank you, Henry. Maybe we will build that...